Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to discuss about one of the important data structure by name linked list. Coming to the definition of linked list, we can define a linked list as a collection of sequential data items, and generally these sequential data items in case of linked list are called as nodes. So in that aspect, I can define linked list as a collection of nodes. Note that in case of linked list, we use a dynamic memory allocation. Maybe in the previous data structure that we have implemented, either it might be a stack or it might be in queue or it might be a circular queue or other things. Till now, all those data structures that we have implemented were basically implemented using the static memory allocation. Now, note that whenever we are implementing any data structure with the help of a linked list, it implies that we are using a dynamic memory allocation. So, one more point about a linked list, I can say it uses dynamic memory allocation. As we have defined, a linked list has a collection of nodes. Note that a node in a linked list has basically two parts. First one is called as the data field or the data path, and the second one is called as the address part. So in case of the data part or in case of the data field, we store the data. In case of the address field or the address part contains the address of the node. In a sense, it depends what type of linked list it is. If it is a single linked list, then it is going to contain the address of the next node. In case of a double linked list, we have two address field, one address field which contains the address of the next node and one more address field which contains the address of the previous node. Whatever it is, note that in case of linked list, a node basically has two fields. The first field is called as the data field, which stores the information, and the second field we call it as the address field, which contains the address of a node. Maybe in this case I have told that it contains the address of a node. Now depending upon how many address a linked list holds, it can be classified. A linked list can be classified as a single linked list. It can be classified as a double linked list. Now coming to the types of linked list. So first type of linked list, I can call it as single linked list. Note that in case of a single linked list, a node has just only two fields. A node has just two fields, that is the data field wherein I am storing the information, and the address field which contains the address of the next node. If this was my second node where information 20 is there, The address field of the first node contains the address of the second node. And if this is my third node address is stored in the address field of the second node. Third node address contains the address of the fourth node. Now assuming that fourth node is the last node, address field of fourth node holds null. Now, or we can even write this particular diagram, something like this. Assume that this is my first node. This is my first node wherein the data 10 is stored. This is my second node wherein data 20 is there. This is my third node wherein data 30 is there. And this is my fourth node wherein the data 40 is there. Now I'll assume that the address of second node is memory location 2500. The address of the third node is memory location 2700, and this is 2300. Note that the second node address have to be stored in the first node. So 2500 will be stored here. Similarly, 2700 will be stored in the second node. 2300 will be stored in the third node. And this fourth node is the last node, so it holds null. Now to any data structure, there have to be a reference node. So if you see this particular diagram, the reference node is the first node, because the second node address is there in first node, third node address is there in second node, the fourth node address is there in the third node. Now there have to be a variable which holds the address of the first node. Now assuming that my first node is stored in the memory location 2000. Now the first node address can be stored in a variable by name start. Start is the address of the first node. Now depending upon what is stored in start, I can say whether the single linked list is there or not. If start is there, then it implies that list is there. So note that. So I can say first case, if start is null, then it implies no linked list. Second point, if start of address in the sense, if this is my node and this is my address, if start of address is null, then it implies that list is having only one node, as in this case. Assume that there is a linked list with only one node wherein information 10 is there, and this is my start, and start of address is null. Then it implies that there is only one node in my list. So this is about a single linked list. The first type of single linked list is called a single linked list, wherein in case of single linked list, each node contains the address of the next node, and the last node in its address field will be holding null. Now moving on to the second type of linked list. The second type of linked list is called as circular single linked list. Now, in case of a single linked list, you might have noticed that the address field of the last node was having null. Now, if you make the address field of last node, instead of having null, if you are pointing it to the first node, then we say that it is a circular single linked list. Even with respect to this diagram, I need to change little thing, something as last node in its address field should hold the address of first node. So the memory location 2000. Now even in this case, there have to be a reference node. Maybe in my next videos when I am going to discuss about circular linked list, I will be having a reference or a variable by name last, which holds the address of the last node. So I will be using a variable by name last, which holds the address of the last node. Now what can be noted about this linked list is, if I assume that last of address, or if I say that last is null. First point is, if last is null, it implies list is empty. Because if last is there, then it implies that there is a single linked list. If last is null, then it implies list is empty. Second point, if last of address is equal to last. In the sense, assume that this is my circular list wherein it is holding the address of the last node. Information 10 is stored. Now last of address is pointing to last. Then it implies that there is only one node. So this is about circular single linked list. In case of circular single linked list, all nodes in its address field will be holding the address. Only special cases, the last node in its address field will be holding the address of the first node. So this is about circular single linked list. Coming to the next category of linked list. The next category of linked list is called as a doubly linked list. In case of double linked list, each node will have three fields. First one, the data field wherein information is there, and it contains two address field. One address field which contains the address of the next node, and one more address field which holds the address of the previous node. Now I will assume that the address of the first node is stored in the variable star. So this is first node. First node, this is I will assume that there are two addresses. One is previous and one is next. First of next is pointing to second node. Second of next pointing to third node. Third of next pointing to fourth node. Fourth node next, as if this is the last node, it is holding null. Now fourth node previous pointing to third node. Third node previous pointing to second node. Second node previous pointing to first node. First node previous, nothing is there. Now what you can make out from this particular diagram is, some points to be noted is, in this case, if start is not there, if start is not there, it implies list is empty. Second point, if this was my start, anyway in case of start, this left, or that is the previous address, will be null. If the next address is also null, then it implies that your list is having only one node. Second point is, if start of, I'll assume that okay, it is indicated using a variable by name next. So start of next, if start of next is equal to null, it implies list is having only one node. So this is about the third category. This is about the third category of linked list by name double linked list. Now we can have one more linked list, the fourth one as, the fourth category as a circular double linked list. Now what you can make in case of circular double linked list is, last node in its next field was null. Now make this point to first node. Now similarly, first node in its previous field was having null. Now make this pointing to last node. So this became my circular double linked list. Now this is about the different categories of linked list. Linked list has so many applications. One of the main application is it can be used to implement traditional data structures, something like stack, queue, and so on. It can be used to implement a text editor. If you are implementing a text editor, it can be used to perform addition and multiplication on some polynomials. It can be used to represent a sparse matrix. Hope in the course of next few videos we'll see what exactly is the application of linked list. Hope it is clear. Thank you.